I'm Mel Murray, Melody Murray. Everybody calls me Mel. Currently full-time with Praxis. We're a venture building ecosystem with a redemptive imagination, doing work all over the world with entrepreneurs. Prior to that, helped a community in northern India start JoyCorps and an entrepreneur. JOYN is a community-based business that's all about empowering artisans to find markets for their products, right? Bringing connection, community, wholeness to a community that badly needed employment. So we've been going 15 years. It's such an interesting vocation, isn't it? We've said at Praxis that entrepreneurs, what they choose to build in the world builds culture. And you see that all throughout the world, whether it's high tech in New York City to rural India here. What entrepreneurs choose to build will build out the culture. In a place like northern India, I think I found that entrepreneurship was our best bet to really tackle major issues and major problems. I love nonprofit work and venture building on the nonprofit side and philanthropy, but truly, if you create jobs through entrepreneurship, you don't need as many of those NGOs to be giving handouts or giving philanthropy when individuals can pay for their own Medicare, pay for their own livelihood, put their kids in school, and do it with dignity. And so we found that entrepreneurship truly was one of the best ways to solve major problems in hard places. An entrepreneur is someone who has a desire out of a creativity in them to take a risk for not just themselves, but usually for more than themselves. An entrepreneur wants to take a risk, do something creative in the world to fix something that's broken, by actually taking a risk for them and their families and their community. In a place like India, if somebody's willing to do that, your resources and energy can go pretty far, pretty fast. You can employ an entire village with just that entrepreneurial spirit and willingness to take a risk. If you find somebody with that ingenuity and creativity, resourcing that individual can go such a long way for really finding solutions to major issues in areas like this. Sure, I mean, the world would tell us that scale and growth, that equals success. You know, you want to go up to the right with your business, and revenue growth and large scale success and finding product market fit, and all of that is really good. It's not the trajectory for every entrepreneur. Sometimes things take time. Sometimes as we say, like a long obedience in the same direction, just putting your head down and working hard over years and years. As you can see in this community, you take something, even just something small, you employ a small group of people for 10 or 15 years. That trajectory, that patience in entrepreneurship can really change in one generation the outcome of the potential of those individuals. You know, our employees now, their kids are going to have a lot more opportunity than they did. They've been in steady school, they've had steady employment. And so I think entrepreneurship success can look very different depending on the context that you're in. It's not always about scale. Sometimes it's about patience. Sometimes it's just about having enough energy to try again and pivot and to not give up. I think ultimately for me, entrepreneurship is the real failure is if you don't try. And I would say the ultimate failure is if you don't try, and try again. The true entrepreneur sticks it out. They figure it out, they pivot, they find new ways, and they just don't give up. And that's the true entrepreneur. Whether or not you hit ultimate scale, whether you go to quick growth, for me, it's how long can you stay in the game? How long can you stay in the game?